the Dublin Celtic Tigers, taking on the London Bulldogs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And a first carry now for Hyde. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A give to Hyde out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is incomplete. And this one too low.
Intended for number 26. Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hyde. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Spinning away. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" cornerback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Here's 3. Bulldogs nothing.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
At their own 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a run with Hyde. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
A loss of 4 yards.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a throw here, hauled in.
The pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw here. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
26.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sense that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And back to the ground. Hyde. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
A 2-yard
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
And how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Series 3. Bulldogs, nothing.
This offense about ready to take over again. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
44 yards.
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
46-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Celtic Tigers 3, Bulldogs nothing.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.